But what if I'm afraid of success? Welcome back to Aaron's Daily Thoughts. My name is Aaron Finley, and today's subject is the fear of success, or just fear in general. Fear, is a natural response. It's an emotion, and emotions can change. Emotions aren't permanent, they're not solid. It's simply a response to doing something you haven't done before, or getting on the edge of your comfort zone. It is kind of a warning that your body gives you to keep you safe. And it is a good thing to have. It is a good thing that we all have fear, because if we weren't afraid, then we would do things that would be dangerous to ourselves without realizing that they're bad. Fear helps us stay safe, but it can be damaging sometimes if we let it control us, if we let it take over. Now, this is going to sound backwards, but in order to control fear, you need to let go of the control. Most of the time, our natural response to fear is to fight it. It's, to back it up against a wall, and you're like, no, I can't feel fear. I'm not going to feel fear. And then you either focus on every single thing that could go wrong in the situation, or you just turn away and say, I'm not going to focus on fear. I'm not going to think about fear. I'm not going to do anything about fear. But those thoughts that are going through your head over and over and over again are about fear, 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 fear. And in reality, the harder you fight against fear, the stronger it becomes. Until you just crash and it takes over and you're like, well, I can't do anything because I have fear. I can't get outside of my comfort zone because it's scary. Fear doesn't have to control you. As a matter of fact, successful people get scared almost every day. Every time they make a goal that's outside of their comfort zone. Every single person on earth feels fear, and so if you want to expand your comfort zone, you have to feel afraid. Being afraid is being on the border of the edge of the reality that you know. So take a step outside of your comfort zone. Just a little tiny step. It's going to be scary, but the best thing to do with that fear is to embrace it. Accept the fear. Accept that it is there. Be willing to live with the fear, not from the fear. Let me say that again. Be willing to live with the fear beside you, instead of from the fear. The fear can exist, and it will always be there every time you get outside of your comfort zone. But it doesn't have to control you. Feed your faith, not your fear. If you starve your fear, simply just stop fighting. Let go of the control. Let it be. Let it happen. And then feed the things, the kinds of thoughts that would give you faith. Too often we say, what if something bad happens? What if I trip and fall? What if I say something stupid? But what if instead we ask better what if questions? Instead of thinking of the negative, pay attention to when you have those negative thoughts and try to switch them around to something like, what if I succeed? What if everything goes exactly the way I want it to? What if everything ends up working out? What if I follow my dreams? What if I get everything that I've ever wanted? What if my goal becomes a reality? What if I figure out a way to follow my passions, my dreams? What if I create the life that I've always wanted? Those what if questions are powerful. And I promise you, the more you switch those negative what if questions into positive what if questions, the more you will feed your faith and starve your fear, the more you will be able to see the bright side of things and look to the future with positivity instead of fear. You can combat that fear with love. Love of yourself, love of your environment, and you don't even have to be grateful for the situation you're in. Just be grateful in the situation. There's a difference. Being grateful for the situation is hard, especially if it's not the greatest situation ever. But if you just choose to be grateful that you are alive, that you have a body, you know, there is always something good and something bad out of every single situation. And even if a situation seems so hard that there's no escape and nothing is good coming out of it, what if it makes you stronger? Just some things to think about. So going back to the fear of success, if you feel afraid of having success, if you feel afraid of maybe it's the responsibility of having the success that you want, or maybe it's fear of doing the steps that it takes to get there, fear of hard work, whatever it may be, the fear of success is real. I felt it so much in my own life. But the best thing to do in that situation is do exactly what we just talked about. Let the fear be there. Let it stand beside you, but feed your faith. Fear is okay. Everyone feels fear. Let the fear happen. Let it flow through you. Emotions are natural. It's whether or not you dwell on them that changes the way you respond. And the more you focus on faith, the more you will be free. Feed your faith. Starve your fear. Get outside of your comfort zone and take a step. That's all I have for today. See ya.